Who wouldn't be impressed by Slick L? We are here live at Herbal IQ Transit Road, the spot for all your herbal needs, flour, drinks, edibles, and more. There's no spot we'd rather start the weekend and a big Buffalo football weekend with than here at Herbal IQ. I'm Maniac, Slick L. We got Don in the ones and twos, and in the main event, middle chair, Sal Cappaccio. Sal, thanks for joining us on this amazing head start of a weekend here.
You got it, man. Are you all right? You got your voice okay?
I'm nervous. Can I just tell you something let's face it. We all know that for the last 3 months, there hasn't been a ton at stake. You know, the Bills have kind of been trying to ride that wave into maybe, can they get back in the division? Can they get back up and maybe snag the 1 or 2 seed? This is the first time in a while where we have something massive at stake this weekend, and we got it at stake in Jacksonville.
Yeah, no doubt. I just want to make sure I'm not, I can't get sick before I go down there, but I feel like you've been screaming. Listen. What I'm saying. Are you okay?
No, I'm a nasally guy.
He's always screaming.
You know what got me?
That's what I was wondering.
You know what got me was like the 20 degrees the last week, and then 50
I totally
degrees today.
I totally get it. It's been going around.
You're matching the chill vibe of Herbal IQ.
Yeah. I gotta fly down tomorrow, and I don't want to be.
No, don't worry.
Sure.
Don't
You're
worry.
gonna be okay, right?
We're gonna be doing all kinds of high fives and secret handshakes by the end of the show for sure. But talk to me about the start of your 2026 here.
It's been awesome. But I have a life where my son's birthday is December 3rd, and then Christmas December 25th. Then my wife's birthday is today. Happy birthday, Yana.
Happy birthday, Yana.
So I get bombarded with the 3 right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I gotta come up with what I'm doing with all 3 little. It's a holiday gift giving days.
As if it wasn't a hectic time already.
Yeah.
Don's in that same boat. Don, you're right after Christmas. You're almost close enough.
I got a January 2nd birthday, so it's right after New Year's too.
Exactly.
So
then as soon as today is over, I remind everybody in my household it's all about Sal from here on out, because now April's the next one up.
It's all about Sal. I love that brand.
Welcome to Sal's house.
And listen, Sal's house. I'm loving a 50-degree day, a 50-degree Friday to send us into a big weekend. So Sal, a lot of storylines going to this weekend. Buffalo, Jacksonville. I want the one first that you're tired of hearing about. You hear volume. You've gotten them all week long. I know the one that got a lot of people was the Mahomes, Burrow, Jackson. This is it for Allen. But is that the preeminent one for you, or was it something else?
Yeah, that's it for me.
That's it.
I mean, even today, I'm listening to Ryan Clark, and he's just has this huge rant on Josh Allen. And what did he say? Something like, why do we always make excuses and never talk about when he plays bad? Like, what were you talking about?
Dude. Again, another guy who saw the WL result, not the actual box score, not the actual game film.
So anyway, independent of that, it's just another on top of. And I actually like Ryan Clark. I've actually spoken with him a few times, and I just think that it's this whole thing that starts happening. I get it. Quarterbacks, right? That's the one position in sports where your legacy is pretty much defined by championships, more than any other sport position in all of sports. Totally understand that, right? But what bothers me about this whole talk, no Burrow, no Mahomes, no Lamar. Oh my God, 2 things. Josh, if he's not going to get it done, then when? And he has no excuse. He has to do it now. 2 things bother me. Number 1, question: when is Josh? If he doesn't do it now, when's he going to do it? I don't know. Maybe next year he'll be 30. The year after that, he'll be 31. Like, what? Does his career end if he doesn't win the Super Bowl?
People say he is the window.
Right, like
so why would it close?
And he's in the prime of it.
Exactly.
Is he leaving or something?
No,
we don't know. Right?
Did he tell you something?
So that's number 1.
To me, I don't consider you a talking head. Like, sometimes I know maybe you get grouped into that, but the talking heads truly make it very vertical. They don't look at the entire widescreen. They don't look at the full picture very often to me. And I think the easiest talking point is just Josh Allen needs to get it done this year. Now, do we all want him to get it done this year? Of course. It would be like liberating. It would be like enthralling. It would be a run unlike anything this region has ever seen. But it's going to take a team effort to get that done. At some point, someone else besides 17 is going to have to make a play.
Yeah, I mean, he has the league's leading rusher behind him, right?
Yes.
James Cook, and teams are going to focus on him, and that's a big part of the team. I'm not naive enough to tell you that Josh is the best player in the playoffs going in, right? And yes, when you're the best player and you have the best player on the field, you have a better chance to win that game. And if that player performs the way he should and he's capable of, you have a great chance to win. And if not, your chances are diminished.
Yes.
There is no doubt about that. The other part that bothers me even more about this is it's like I compared it to this. Do you guys remember when, and we used to say, I don't know if people still do, people used to always throw out LeBron James' record in the finals. Like,
of course, yes.
Right?
But then you look at how much he's been in the finals, I think,
like,
almost every season of his
career.
I'm
like, why are we penalizing a guy who's beating everybody to get there?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yet
ass.
you don't penalize the guys who don't get there.
No.
So this whole talk about Josh,
Yeah.
Josh and James Cook, I would argue, have literally dragged this team to the playoffs.
Yes.
But yet he's going to get penalized if they don't win when the other guys who aren't there aren't getting criticized for not even freaking making it.
Yeah.
They didn't make it.
Exactly. The other teams are beating them, and they're
bear.
acting like there isn't still good teams in front of us that we have to go on the road 3+ times to do and win these games. I agree. Josh can be Superman, but acting like it's not a tough tale is absolutely asinine.
I think at best you're looking at like 3 coin flips in a row, like odds wise. I mean, they are basically a pick 'em this weekend.
Yeah.
They might be a favorite down the line against maybe a Pittsburgh or something like that. Again, but it's the odds of that are maybe 10 to 12%. So you got to embrace that and ride with it as you go as a Buffalo fan. With that said, Sal, we talked about a storyline that's oversaturated. Obviously, the Josh Allen accountability of it all. He's the superstar. He's the reason they would win, likely if they did. What story do you think is not getting enough pub out there?
On this game specifically?
Yeah, Jacksonville, Buffalo.
I think the story of the Bills kicker, Matt Prater, has been widely talked about. But I think on the other side, how good their kicker is and how much that could swing the game.
67, right?
I mean, he's got a 67 and a 68, maybe.
I think he has number 1 and 2 on the record.
And he kicked a 70 in preseason.
Yes, that they didn't count, right?
Well, it's preseason.
It doesn't go to the record.
So I think special teams overall, because let's also remember the Bills have the number 1 kick returner in the NFL.
Correct.
Yes.
Ray Davis.
Special teams.
And Parker Washington has been a really good returner for them. Jacksonville. So I think a story, we have focused so much on Josh against their defense and Trevor Lawrence against the Bills defense. And we've talked about Matt Prater and his situation, but I think the overall special teams component of this game is really going to matter. And I think what's interesting to me is I think about Cam Little, how great he is. He's just an amazing kicker. He can kick it from anywhere. They only have to get to your 45 in their field goal range,
ridiculous.
Right? Which is crazy.
Yeah.
But I also think it can hurt a team sometimes. If you know you have a great kicker, especially in a playoff game where things are tighter, maybe you don't push the gas pedal a little bit on a third down. And you say, you know what? We can try and kick a field goal. And I just wonder how that dynamic plays throughout the game.
What did Josh Allen say was his biggest takeaway from his self-scout, the past couple
Correct.
weeks, right? Was that he was kind of costing them a little bit in field goal territory and being a little bit more responsible. That was specifically said. So I love to hear that feedback from you. With that said, one last note before we get into some fun with Name That Bill. The Josh Allen foot of it all. Is there anything you're seeing that's anything different than what's out there? I don't want to, probe you too hard, but do you feel like this is truly as healthy as he's been in a minute there?
I think healthy as he's been at least since the foot injury.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think we're far enough away removed from that where it's looking good. It's feeling good now. So one thing as you know, I'm on the sidelines for the team, and in Cleveland that day, I noticed that it didn't look to me like anything wrapped, but he was wearing an extra, like the spandex he was wearing cut off on his left foot and his ankle. On his right foot, they went all the way down. I'm like, okay, so he's got a little bit more there, but it wasn't like a wrap. The next week, I specifically watched him run out of the tunnel warm-ups. He didn't have anything extra on his feet. Right. I just thought that, okay, that's good. The fact that he wasn't wearing extra support, I think, on his foot was a good sign. And then we get another week later, full participant in practice. He's not missing any practices.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know, guys, we all said it. As much as we would have loved the Bills to be playing for a division or a 1 seed against the Eagles, against the Jets, the fact they lost to the Eagles was a blessing in disguise for that reason. To
100%,
get Josh Allen healthy, to get other guys healthy. I mean, it's such a grind all year. And let's remember, the Bills had their bye week early this year.
Yep.
They didn't have their bye week later like they have a few other times in the past. They've been grinding since week 7, basically.
100%. I agree. On everything, Mr. Cappaccio, Sal Cappaccio just said we are live here. Herbal IQ. We've got some giveaways. Come on down. Come get your products ready for the weekend. With that said, are you ready? I gave you a little warning here. Are you ready for some Name That Bill?
I mean, I did see. You didn't tell me what was happening.
So this is the thing. Well, I didn't want you studying. I didn't want you.
Oh, good. No,
I
saw your first 2 questions. I said these are good questions. So I don't remember this one. I didn't see it. I must have lost it. So I'm ready.
It's all good. So we got.
Before you go, you have to see if he can get the one you got Eric Wood.
Oh no, we're gonna. That's the main.
Is this like Is this like trivia?
Yes. This is trivia. So
you're gonna be.
I'm gonna be very upset if I don't get this because I consider myself a Bills historian.
It's tied.
This is the game for you.
It's tied to the game this weekend. We are going back on Name That Bill, brought to you by William Matar. We're live at Herbal IQ. The box score from Jacksonville, Buffalo, 2018 playoffs.
2017 season,
2017 season, correct.
Yep.
Okay, so we had LaShawn McCoy with 19 carries. Tyrod Taylor ended up running it 7 times. What backup running back ran it there 4 times for you in that game?
Tashard Choice.
Not Tashard Choice.
Mike Gillislee.
Not Mike Gillisley.
Hold on. Wait. The other guy.
Yeah.
Who is?
You have the first name right.
Mike.
What?
Oh, the fullback.
Tolbert.
Yeah, Mike Tolbert. The fullback running back. Mike Tolbert from Carolina.
They love to throw passes.
That's right.
Remember Rick Dennison loving to throw him passes?
Yeah.
Seem like that really worked.
Real quick, what's your craziest memory from that wild card weekend back then?
I don't know about craziest. There are a couple things I remember. First, I will remember guys, like emotionally walking into that stadium, the first Bills playoff game in 17 years.
Surge of energy.
And seeing the Bills fans that had gotten there early.
Yeah.
Right? The gates open, the Bills fans, you know it works, right?
For sure.
Games, you've been there. And seeing that was just like, I was overcome.
Yeah.
I mean, it really was like super cool.
I tried to talk to him about it. Like I couldn't, like looking back at it now, it's like when you experience like a roller coaster for the first time. Like you couldn't take it in at all.
That's right. I think the game itself, probably two things. There was a goal line stand the Bills failed on.
Yep.
There was a Kelvin Benjamin fade in the end zone. Like that whole sequence.
Two goal line stands it came down to.
And then the other one was, I still believe he didn't catch the ball.
Yeah. It was moving when he hit the ground.
The tight end for the Jags, they called it. He was bobbling the ball as he hit the ground.
It was moving as it hit the ground. I think nowadays it would have been he didn't maintain as he got to the ground. And never forget that tackle on Fournette by, I think it was Lorenzo Alexander on 3rd and goal.
Wow!
Basically, he went to go hurdle the whole line. Basically grabbed him like a wrangling a bull. It was unbelievable. Okay, so
then of course at the end of the game, Nathan Peterman has to come in. Jalen Ramsey interception.
Crazy.
I mean, all that stuff.
Madness.
My plus 8.5 did cover for the record though. I got nervous. That was almost a pick 6 on that play.
Oh yeah,
like low-key. Okay, so with that said, let's get you in the winning column. Come here.
Okay.
This receiver ended up going to Jacksonville and having a couple successful years there. Originally drafted by Buffalo.
Oh, I feel like I know this.
Zay Jones.
Yeah, Zay Jones. Got to get you right in the back in the winning column. Obviously, we had dreaded Jordan Poyer. Okay, I'm going to get a little tricky on this one with you, Sal. DB from Syracuse end up with 2 tackles in this game.
For what team?
For the Bills.
Oh, for the Bills.
Only Bills on this one. Name that Bill.
DB from Syracuse ended up with 2 tackles in the game. Okay. Who did they sign? I remember they signed somebody. Here's why I remember they signed somebody. I'm going to tell you the funny story, okay?
Yeah.
Do you guys ever watch, when you watch sporting events, when Sean McDonough's calling a game?
Yes.
Sean McDonough went to Syracuse.
Yes.
And Sean McDonough,
I love Sean McDonough.
And he always says the line, he went to Syracuse, the Harvard of the North.
Yes.
Right? He says that's his line, he says, right?
Yes.
Okay, the Bills signed a guy from Syracuse, and I can't remember his name, and I'm at the press conference that week, and I said to Sean McDermott, Coach, what can you tell us about who went to Syracuse, the Harvard of the North?
Oh, no, and nobody gave you a pop.
And Sean looked at me like, what? Like, that was kind of weird. But he laughed a little bit. Like in a way, he looked at me like, he didn't look at me like you're an idiot.
In a way, he was like, what are you talking
about?
I know, right?
Well, it went right over his head.
Like, why would he do that? Okay, what DB? Hold on.
He had a very unique, he has a very unique first name, standard last name. Very common last name.
I don't know this one.
I do know who it is, and hold on. It's a safety, not a corner, right?
I'm telling you, I looked at this box score. I felt like Matt Damon in Saving Private Ryan when he's going through the time portal for sure. Like, yes. It was a
I don't think
I want to say it was maybe a safety. I want to say it was a safety.
It's a
safety.
I can't remember the name. I remember the situation. I can't remember the name. You want to give me the last name?
Thomas.
Yes, I know the name, and I can't think of his name.
Unique first name.
Yeah. I don't remember.
Shamarko
Thomas. That's
so
right.
now, okay, let's get you. I'm going to get ready.
I would not have gotten that. I remember Shamarko Thomas, but I would not have gotten that. Okay.
This former Virginia Tech quarterback ended up with the tackle in this game, probably on special teams.
Whoa. That would have been the guy who played quarterback and then also transited to tight end.
You got him.
Right?
You have him zoned in.
Who was the tight end? He also ran a fake punt against the Jets
ran
one year.
A fake punt against this, and then he caught, I think, a big corner route touchdown against the Buccaneers, I want to say, in this season.
Yeah, I mean, man, my brain's fried right now, but yeah, I totally remember the guy.
Sal's on a Friday brain mush. Also, we're having a great time mushing our brains at Herbal.
I think he's got a bunch. He got several children because he got right.
This is almost more incredible because you have all the tertiary, every single tertiary detail you've said.
Are you gonna name his kids next?
What's the first name?
Logan
Thomas.
All right. So now we've gotten to my main event, which I was excited to go with you. Now I'm actually nervous for you.
Wait. It's so funny. Whatever you say, I'm just going to tell you all these like crazy details.
No, that's great.
It's honestly better.
This is truly what happens in this business, though, where like I could tell you Total Recall about the 1996 game against
the Jags. It's actually pretty remarkable.
But I can't tell you what I had for dinner last night.
Yes.
Yeah, with my wife out to dinner. Yes.
Yana, all due respect. Yes. Happy birthday, Yana. Happy birthday, Yana. Okay, so this is my new favorite. I've been told by Chris Trapasso and Eric Wood have both testified that this is the most difficult Bills trivia question.
Eric Wood yesterday could not get this. It was his teammate.
It was a teammate.
So that just
to identify this Buffalo Bill.
Okay.
He was a defensive lineman. Mm-hmm. He was signed, elevated from the practice squad in December 2017.
Okay.
He had 7 total tackles in his NFL career.
Okay.
Here's the biggest thing if you can remember him. His total name between first name and last name is 7 letters, and the first 3 letters of both names are the same.
7 letters.
7 letters total.
Okay. Kind of a brain twister, isn't it?
The first 3 letters of his first and last name are the same.
It's not Tom, right? T-O-M.
No.
Like that, but that's what you're talking about.
Yes, 100%.
Okay, like a Sammy or something.
Exactly.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
You're so close.
I know.
You should almost just sound it out.
Sammy.
It's not bad.
It's like out of the whole alphabet.
Yeah, well, yeah,
the whole sound and alphabet.
There's only like a couple more combos.
You have the second letter right. You actually have the second letter right.
Oh yeah.
A.
Yeah. Second letter's A.
Dan.
No. I like Dan.
Dan.
The fun thing about this hint is that it makes you convince like your players that didn't exist. You're just saying it.
Listen. I'll tell you a funny story real quick.
I'm gonna say this name by the way. And you're gonna be like, I remember this guy.
I'm sure I do. I'll probably tell you where he was married. What his kids'
I almost
names
guarantee it. You want to hear this?
No. Hold on.
Let's go with the rest of the box score. Kyle Williams only had 1 tackle that game. That's kind of surprising.
And am I correct in that the sound is the same? Like it could go with 2 letters. The sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lorenzo Alexander's box score, by the way, 10 tackles, 2.5 tackles for loss. He was on fire.
Yeah. What is the first letter of this gentleman's
C.
name? C. Oh. Ooh. Okay.
I thought it was a K.
Cam. Okay, I don't know.
Cappy.
When I got it, I remember the name though. I do remember the name.
No, you know that
Cappy
one. Actually, your face after you were like, "Well,
I'll give you that one." Cappy.
Cappy is very unique.
So in training camp this year,
yes,
I tested Joe DiBiase, Sneaky Joe, right?
Yeah, you guys grind on GR with some of this trivia for sure.
And I tested him. I said, "Okay, Joe, I'm going to do real Bill or fake Bill."
Oh yeah,
I love that.
And I came up with 8 names.
Yeah,
and 4 of them were real Bills.
Right.
4 were not, but I had to figure out how to come up with other names.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, that could sound like NFL football players.
100%.
Oh, here we go.
I grabbed one guy that played for the Patriots. Wasn't a Bill.
Okay.
And then I went and I grabbed like.
Oh, that's sneaky.
Oh yeah, then I grabbed like the actor from a TV series.
Okay.
Oh, that's the best.
I took a U.S.
real names.
I took a U.S. sprinter.
Oh,
on the U.S.
Perfect.
Like, you know what I mean? Like a 4x1 team.
So that's how I did it. Some authentic stuff.
Actual efforts.
Yeah.
That's
did you get him?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. It was great.
What was his box score like?
It wasn't good.
It wasn't good. Yeah. No, I can't imagine.
I think he actually got he might have got 6 out of 10 right, like yes or no, real Bill or fake Bill. You know?
Yeah.
Real quick, do you have any favorite Bills trivia that you like to spring on anyone, like a stumper? I got a couple written down here that I like to dabble with. If you want any weapons of destruction.
I mean, yeah, I'm loaded with them. Like in my head, like if you want, do you want older school or newer school?
My favorite chocolate milk trivia, like because everyone loves this. Who scored more touchdowns as a Bill, Andre Reed or Thurman Thomas?
It would have been
tied at 87.
Wow,
Can you believe that? So that's a great trivia. So now they know that these 2 legends actually tied. I think it was Andre Reed 86 receiving, 1 rushing. And then obviously Thurman had a crazy variety. Thurman, we don't talk enough about how Thurman was catching the ball when receivers did not get it thrown to them.
No, that's right. Do you know Andre's 1 rushing touchdown?
Like a 30-yard reverse. I'm trying to figure out
what it was against or when or anything.
No.
I'm pretty sure it was against the Philadelphia Eagles early in his career at home in one of the home games.
Yeah.
And the reason I think that is I was doing these look backs every home game, the Sal 60, and say, here's some memories.
Sal 60s are great.
Thank you. And one of the ones was I went back and the Bills were up on the Eagles in a game like 21-0. They lost. And in that game, I think Andre Reed had a rushing touchdown. Yeah. That's how I remember that.
Wow. That is not one that I want to remember down. Oh, we end up losing that one?
I think so, yeah.
AI doesn't think Andre Reed is a rushing touchdown, so that just shows you where that is at, folks.
Yeah.
No.
We don't believe AI.
Go to his Pro Football Reference page.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Well, that's we some trivia. We've dabbled in it. There's nothing trivial about the amazing deals here, folks, though. Herbal IQ, Transit Road, all the products you can need. You've been partnered with almost for a year now.
They're great. They're great. Abby's over there doing a great job. Everybody here does an amazing job. The store looks amazing. It really does. You walk in and they really transformed the space. They were across the street. Obviously, I think it's been, a little over a year maybe. And really love partnering with them. They do a great job, professionally done. Obviously, it's state licensed. So, they do everything right every step of the way. And, in this space that we live in now with how laws have changed in a lot of ways, there's been an explosion of this space for sure. Right.
No doubt.
And you walk on any street corner and you see pretty much a lot of businesses very similar to Herbal IQ. But I can tell you, people who know that I'm attached to them and do things, they'll say, "Oh, I love Herbal IQ. I love going to Herbal IQ. Go out." And I'm like, absolutely. So come on in. It's on Transit Road, and it's 6300 now. It is the address. I want to make sure it wasn't
6300
Transit Road
from Abby.
And the opening recently of the Q Lounge, adding a whole nother factor to Herbal IQ.
That's the absolute
trivia night.
That's the difference with an Herbal IQ versus some of those other spots. Like you said, I'm not going to rail on them or anything, but there's more of a community here. There's more of value for the customer, and that's why they keep coming back and they want to be
big Buffalo sports fans.
That's the thing. I mean, you come in here. Very often they'll have the YouTube highlights. I think right now we got some hockey highlights.
By the way, we had Sabres Rangers on from last night as well.
Before we get into the kind of final talk, Bill Jacksonville. I mean, we were talking in the picture. How nice is it to be able to talk Sabres with some meaning in January?
Sal, we had more comments on our live show today about the Sabres than the Bills, and we're about to go into Wild Card Weekend.
I mean, we're starting to get this. Used to happen when I started at WGR. Okay,
yeah,
it hasn't happened in a while. It's
very long time.
It's starting to happen again. I'm now getting tweets from people saying, "Can you guys please talk more about the Sabres and not as much about the Bills?" Isn't that funny? And I'm like, I get it. I mean, there's only so much space you can do, right?
Yes.
So we're always trying to balance that, but it is Bill. Last Monday, it was a Bills reaction Monday, and I got like 2 hours show on the Bills, and why aren't we talking Sabres? I'm like, dude, it's a reaction Bills show, but I totally get it. Right.
Yes. Listen, I mean, this fan base, talk about salivating, talk about like just being waiting for this moment for so long. Imagine if I had told you 3.5 months ago that when this 05-06 reunion comes into KeyBank Center, this team's going to be playing at a level similar to that team. Like, you would have thought, maniac, I'm putting you in a straitjacket. I'm throwing you in the asylum for the rest of the season. No way. That would not have been believable. But this team has continued to work, and Don has been at the forefront. He's been loving the gut. This team has been trying. When they still had a well below 500 record, Don was saying that he loved the gut they were showing, and now it's finally showing up, Don.
Yeah, this is my inaugural year as a season ticket holder.
It's big.
I bought as low as possible into the Sabres.
Couldn't buy much lower.
The stock is selling pretty good right now. And you said it today on Trainwreck today. I was telling you guys, normally it's Bills like 5-1, and the Sabres fans outnumbered them. And just as you mentioned that, we got some people. Ultimo Saber, our good friend,
love Ultimo Saber.
Buffalo hockey is back, baby. Let's go Sabres.
And with this ecosystem now, we got the revitalization of the Saber super fans. Okay, the Bills super fans have been.
Oh my God! Oh yeah,
the Saber super fans.
Saber super fans never left though. They were always complaining.
They were always in the shadows. They were always ready to.
You guys remember though? So I don't know if you guys know the story, but you might be a little. I'm sure. I don't think it would be too young for you to remember this, but
Saber coins.
People used to no. There was a guy who used to stream Sabres game. BSN was his name. He's a friend of mine
Buffalo
from high
Sports
school.
Network?
It was called BSN. I think that's what he called it. He did. It's before all the streaming we have now.
Yes.
It was kind of like.
So he's just running into his house?
It was kind of like,
That's awesome.
But he's a friend of mine from high school. And when I was down in Florida before I moved back, so it had to be 08, 09, 10, around that area, around that era.
Yeah.
I'm doing my first Bills podcast when podcasting was starting, and people were like, ha, what's podcasting? You're just a guy in mom's basement, right?
Yes.
That's when that was starting. I was getting made fun of, and
you
all
were
that.
ahead of the curve.
That's still, we still get got by that today, but that's okay.
That's right. Listen,
it's cool now.
I did one of the first original Real Bills podcasts.
Yes.
It was called the Buffalo Stampede.
Yep.
And I did it from my home in Florida before I moved back here. And this is when people didn't know what podcasting was.
Yep.
And they were like, what is this? This guy, he's just a wannabe.
Well, I want to listen to this guy.
Oh my God, this stupid guy in Florida.
Tale as old as time.
And that's when Wedding Crashers came out. So Mom, the Meatloaf, right? So that was the whole thing. This guy's in Mom's basement. Anyway, so I'm doing this, and my buddy says, I could put you on video too. I'm like, how? And it was like this totally elaborate process to do it at the time. There's no StreamYard or Riverside.
So this Zoom. Is the same guy. This is BSN.
So BSN, and then he's like, And he goes, yeah, and like I can stream Sabres games, and they had this community and people would chat.
Yeah.
And I still remember people saying, like, I remember BSN. The reason I bring it up, a lot of the people I'm getting now that are coming back in are saying, I used to watch this back in the day.
Oh my God.
When BSN, and I say, that's a friend of mine that I know, from high school.
Yeah.
And we're good buddies, and he used to do that. You're right. It's a revitalization. Tomorrow night, you guys won't be there. I won't be there. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be insane. We need to keep it rocking. We need to get
Don will be in attendance.
I will be there.
Don will be there. We're going to have some representation there.
Yeah.
And a real quick beat on it, but even UB basketball back playing well.
George Halkovich has done a great job.
Great job.
Do you know George well?
No, not as well as we should.
He is a fan of the program, though.
We're
that's good.
Yes. So, sometimes when they haven't exactly found their footing yet, which George has a little tough time in the first year or two, we like to give them a little buffer. I don't like to be too broach. When they have success, we're right there. And we're
totally get it.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
Do you know? I met George a couple times.
Yes.
But then, randomly, a year ago, we were at the airport going on a trip, and he was in the lounge. While we were in the lounge, he was going on a recruiting trip. And we connected, and we just struck up this great relationship. He is such a great guy. He really is so down to earth as just a human being who understands. I think Buffalo, he knows from Philly. He's got that tough Philly roots, right? Yeah. And I'm a big George Halkovich fan just from talking to him for about an hour at the airport lounge. We became friends. We stay in touch now, and I have to be honest with you. I sent him a text before they played against Gottlieb.
I know where this
I'm like,
is going.
Can you please beat Doug Gottlieb for all the Syracuse fans like me out there?
Absolutely. Gottlieb absolute thorn in the side for sure.
Yeah.
The 315.
No, it's really good. So he's a really good guy.
All right. Are you allowed to give the over under?
I don't do predictions.
Oh, okay. No predictions. But what are your thoughts on the fact that Trevor Lawrence has never won a game with an over under of 49-50 or more?
Do you know what the actual stat is on the Jags with that?
It was like 0-29 since like the 1990s or something.
It's 0-25.
Yes, something crazy. Yeah.
Goodness.
I'm sorry. Let me start redoing it. It's 0 for their last 25. It's 1 in 25 total though. They have one win ever in their history of their organization when the over/under's been over 49. One ever, and that happened their first time it ever happened, and that was against the San Francisco 49ers.
Wow, Steve Young.
96, Young probably still would have been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then I think it was 96 season, but it might have been a little before that because the Jags actually started a couple years before that, maybe 95. Yeah, because I think in the second year they went to the right.
They had a run.
They had a run. But anyway, the last 25 times, including what is it with Trevor Lawrence?
I think it was like seven or eight. Yeah.
Including then, anytime the over/under has been over 49, they've lost the game outright, not just not covered.
Yeah.
Which is insane to think about, right?
Crazy.
And I don't know. I don't believe in a lot of that stuff. Just like I don't believe in, I'll ask you guys a question.
Yes.
Do you believe in the history mattering between the two teams, like Bills going to Jacksonville and losing in 17, going to Jacksonville and losing to Urban Meyer in 21, going on the road and losing to Jacksonville and London? Like, do you believe in that stuff, that it matters to anybody?
I definitely think that, like, it's on people's minds.
Whose minds?
The players. When they hear that.
I'm going to tell you, I think you're completely gone. No, you're.
I was going to say no, unless it's a Tom Brady situation. It's the same coach. It's the same player you've been up against.
Sure, I like that.
I think that might be in your head. But saying, that Urban Meyer team is somehow snake bit the Sabres this year is kind of bonkers to me, or the Bills. Yeah.
So
okay,
I'll put it this way.
No, I agree with what you're saying. Like, it's just sports works.
No, I don't think I'm not saying it's a detrimental factor. I just think like when they hear that, they're like, oh, like damn.
Like one that was floated a lot, I think, was that like the Bills have never won in Houston, right? Like this year, like that one got like mentioned a lot, and they're like, well, the Bills have a chance to fix that, and it seems like the things just go sideways, like right at the start of the game in Houston. You know what I mean? So I don't think there's like, I don't think Josh Allen is sweating because he had a 2021 bad game or whatever.
I'm saying, yeah.
I'm just saying, but I don't know. Like, sports is weird.
Here's
sports
the thing.
Is weird.
You go back to that 2021 game.
Crazy.
You know who was on the starting Bills defense was Star Latulele and Jerry Hughes. What the hell does it matter?
Yes,
nothing.
I agree. I agree.
You know what I mean? So I asked this question to Mitch Morse. Okay. I said,
yeah.
Does it matter to a player? Right? We talk about it.
Yeah.
He gave a really interesting answer. He said, when you're a player, it doesn't matter. Every year is different. He said, but now that I'm on this side of the mic, I think about stuff like that. Which is interesting, right?
That makes so much more sense.
The talking head of it all. To go
right.
Back, we analyze all these things. Yeah. They don't even get. They don't even get.
What I'm saying,
that's
like the fan of me taking over. You know what I mean? Like, of
course,
you know
what it is. It's like if the Bills were to go and lose, it would totally be a talking point still. Totally.
Yeah, for sure.
If they go and win, it's they slayed the dragon of doing that. Like, nobody cares about it anymore.
Right. It'll go away.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Obviously, our special here from Herbal IQ. But speaking of slaying the dragon, you said you're going through Stranger Things season 2 right now.
Yeah.
No spoilers. No spoilers for Sal.
I'm not going to watch. Don't look
at it. No spoilers.
Season 2. My wife and I watched Stranger Things a few years ago, and we got into season 2 and stopped for whatever reason. Just stopped. Life got in the way.
Sometimes it drops off.
My 12-year-old son Max says he saw it. He goes, "Hey, Stranger Things, I heard that's good." I'm like, "Do you want to watch it?" So we started watching. Now he's all into it, and we're binging it, and we're in season 2. So yeah.
Really good show for sure. I'm into season 4 now on my binge, so we'll be rocking and rolling that. Super excited. But hey, the only season we care about and I care about is keeping this Buffalo football season rolling. Folks, make sure you always insist on Herbal IQ when it's anything cannabis product season, okay? Edibles, drinks, flour, and more. They got all the best products here. Any final thoughts, boys?
I saw your last note. I don't know what is Traders.
Oh, Traders. It's a reality show on Peacock. So they kind of made a show. Imagine if there was a show like Survivor, except 2 to 3 of the tribal members are like working against the tribe.
Okay, because I've never watched it, but Mike Shope said he watches it.
Yeah, it's really good.
I've heard this.
Can I give you? I'll give you a. Do you watch reality TV?
I love reality TV. I'm the Bravo connoisseur of Western New York.
Abby, you watch reality TV? Okay.
I'm Buffalo's Andy Cohen.
Two things. I don't really watch reality TV.
Yeah.
However,
you got to get into it.
No. I really would love to be a reality TV show host.
You would.
I would. I would love
you hosted
to be
Trainwreck Bachelorette.
I want to host the Bachelor. I want to host the Bachelorette. I want to host the Bachelor. I want to be Chris Harrison. Like, I want to host a reality TV show.
Okay,
that's what I want to do. But second part of this, I'm going to blow your mind right now.
Okay? Oh no.
I was actually. This is like on the tell us something about yourself people don't know.
No.
Right? I was. Is that my phone? I'm sorry about that.
Sales agent saying, "Do not tell that secret and get the hell out of there before you leak everything."
All right.
So long as it's not Yannick,
that was Thurman Thomas, by the way. He said,
"Yeah, he said
ignored."
I was actually one of the last 50 people, final 50 people for the first ever season of Big Brother.
Oh wow, that's incredible. I mean, how do you think your life trajectory may have been a little different?
I'm pretty glad I didn't get on there because I'm like, I don't know what would happen. But it's a true story. Yeah. And what happened was I was living in Florida, and it was right after Survivor started, I believe. And they said, we're making another one. It's called Big Brother. Yes. And I'm reading. I'm like, ooh, I want to do this. So I love being in front of the camera. And about Mike, I can do this and whatever. So I sent in, and what they said was, you got to make a video. It's something that stands out about you.
Yeah.
I played the drums shirtless. I'm a drummer.
Love it.
And I'm playing drum. I'm like, I'm going to show off and
Thirst
whatever.
Traps.
Oh, they love that you were able to do that.
Right. Yeah. So they come to me like, okay, you got to go. There was 5 different places around the country where 10 people went. So I was one of the last 50. I had to go to Miami.
Yes.
I was living in Florida. I went to a TV station in Miami. I was living down there anyway, close to it. And I had to go there and do this like 3-hour interview.
Amazing.
What'd they ask you about?
Lots of weird questions, but I can't remember.
Do you do everything shirtless? Was probably the main.
You should have showed up to the interview.
They're like, if you're on this show, are you going to be shirtless 70% of the time because you're automatically?
It's funny. It's like almost like it's going for the character aspect.
Right. I mean, like, you got to stand out on shows like that.
100%.
That's what you got to do.
It's just funny
could not be more true.
Maniac's so right though, because they're probably hung up on that.
I'm already sold on Could Have Been Love slick version with Sal hosting now. I'm already there.
I think there's money to be
made. All right, we're gonna find romance in Western New York.
Sorry, I went so long with you guys.
No, you're shush. Hopefully, Buffalo football fans
that.
find something they love this weekend. If you're looking for a product in the cannabis degree that you might love, get to Herbal IQ. Get the pre-order system, delivery. You can get whatever you need. Herbal IQ on all socials. Huge thank you to Sal Cappaccio for joining us. Huge shout out to Don on the 1s and 2s. Got that.
Thanks, guys.
And myself, Slick. Let's have a great weekend. Obviously, a lot of sports ahead. Let's have a great weekend and a good night now.